Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Oh, hello there trail trekkers, right. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm currently using the S11 and as you can see, you can see my breath because it's bloody freezing. So I'm off for a night hike. What I wanted to do was I wanted to compare a lot of the headlamps because I do a lot of reviews, but I don't do enough comparisons. And I keep getting comments from people saying, oh, the comparisons are the best bit. I prefer the comparisons, and I understand why, because it allows people to make informed buying choices. So I understand that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you them in succession. And I'm just trying out the S11 here. I don't think this light gets enough love. Look, I'll come down to the water. Look at that. I don't think that gets enough love. It's a pretty good light. Stretches out quite a bit, but it's not too much of a thrower. Look how cold it is, crumbs. But it gives you enough throw. It's an orange peel reflector, this one. But I love the tint on this, and you may see later on in the video with some of them more greeny tints and what have you. So anyway, well, I'll put this away. So if you bear me a few seconds. Now, I've already got a lot of pockets here, so I've got an ammo dump pouch that I'm using. Oh, I just had a bird go away there. Right, so let's see what I've got. Right, so I've got the HL01, which is, I'm trying to remember now, so as you can see, they see it flashing there, that's the auxiliary LEDs there. So we'll get that, 1, 2, 3, 4, unlock, right. So we'll get that on its lowest setting. So that's its lowest setting there, you can't even really see it. You can see it if I shine it at the camera, obviously. But I'll take that up to its maximum, on ramping anyway. So there's its maximum ramp, and I've got it in the orientation which you'd have it on your head. So not bad. The problems I had with this one was it's too damn big and it's too damn heavy. I don't know why it's so big and heavy. It doesn't need to be. Can you hear all those birds flying off? I don't know why it needs to be like that. I mean, you can see across to the other side of the river there, no problem. But another problem I have is, and I'm going to move the light further away from the camera there, can you see the width of the beam there? It's barely reaching to the sides of the shot that I'm doing here. Now the problem with that is when you're hiking, I prefer a wide beam. Let's go to turbo on this. So double click, bang. Hardly notice it there. In fact, I'll do it again. There, turbo. Pretty decent now, and like I say, I've got this up at the top of the camera here, which is what you'd have on your head. Not bad, but just too big and heavy. You do get a clip with this, which I found after the review, which I did, which was a bit annoying. Up close it's fine, look, on the ground here. That gives you a better look at the tint anyway. It's not too bad, there's a little bit of greenness there, but it's not too bad. In fact, I'll walk away from the camera just so you can see. So I'll put this down for a second, and I'll walk away from the camera a bit. So as you can see, obviously it's fine, it allows me to walk about. You know, but I just wish there was a wider beam. As you can see, the beam isn't as wide as I would like. I mean, compare that to the cheaper, I would say, the SP40 by Sofirn, much better. Much better width. Look how cold it is. So I'll come back to the camera and I'll swap to another one. So I'll put this in a pocket. So bear with me a few seconds. Right, here we go. Right, so let's pick the camera up again. Right, now I think this is, and I'll double check, this is the Convoy H1, as you can see there. Convoy H1, so I'll turn that out. So Convoy H1, pretty cheap, not many settings, very simple UI. So you've got low, which is on there, but you can hardly see it. And a medium, hardly see. High, that's barely reaching to the water there, and then that's what they call like a turbo anyway. There are a few other funny things with this. It's okay, but for this price you're better off getting the SP40 in my personal opinion. Let's do a bit of walking with it. It's no good me whinging. Let's actually try what it's like. So I'll put it up to where it would be at the head height. And that's okay. Tint's fine. Convoy do some nice tints. I'm not going to knock them on that, but sorry for sniffing here. I know it's annoying, but damn, it's cold. It's pretty wet, so this is going to show you quite a bit of light, but you'll probably get less because there's a lot of water on the grass here, but that's not bad. It's not a bad light. I know that there are better ones. In fact, I'll put it down and I'll walk away and I'll show you. So I'll pop that down for a second. Let's have a walk about. There's a molehill I've just spotted there. So as you can see, not a bad beam, but again, not wide enough. Fine for a cheap lamp, but the headband on this was appalling, absolutely appalling. So there you go, so you can see, there I am. Not bad, but again, needs to be wider on the floor, in my personal opinion. Not that I'm some mega expert, but just needs to be wider. Stretches out okay. It's a orange peel reflector on this one, so not bad. So let's swap to another light, because like I say, that one was okay, but we really need to fix the headband, so I'll pop that away, turn that off. Right, let's have a look at the HC65 from Nitecore, which I've already got on my head. So if you hold the button all the way in, you get red light mode. Now, it's not illuminating the floor, you can't see that, but if I hold my hand up, see it's red? So just enough for camping, astrophotography, and literally just enough for walking about, and it doesn't ruin night vision. But again, I'll probably have to come pretty close to this piece of wood there, can you see? So the piece of wood there, you've got to be pretty close to get that effect. It does have an auxiliary light, so if I turn that off and half press it in, right, that's auxiliary. So can you see that? You can just see it there. Beautiful CRI on that. It's a high CRI, which stands for Colour Rendering Index. In other words, it gives you a good gamut of colours there. It's not got any daft colour casts. But as I'm walking here, now I'm walking, but you can't really see it. I'll point down to the floor. You can just see there, a bit of the floor. It's just enough to walk to, and you get about 24, 25 hours of battery life on the battery that they give you, which is pretty nice. And I do like this one, but the problem is it's not a 90-degree light, so you can't take it off your head, unfortunately. So let's try some of the modes. So I turn that off and go to the main modes. Right, so that's low. You can see my hand, but you can't see anything else. And you've got like the next mode there. Again, you can just see a little bit. Next mode. And then you've got a turbo, and I think you can get straight up by double press. That's it, turbo. That's pretty damn good, isn't it? In fact, I'll put this down and I'll show you. So I'm going to walk off. So I'll walk off a bit. Look at that. Now, as you can see, now look at the width. I'll turn around so you can see. Look at the width on the floor. Much better. I think it's something like 120-degree angle. So, fantastic. I really like this light. I can't say enough good things about it. Obviously, you've got the problem of you can't take it off your head. I mean, you can, but you can't use it to clip on things. But who cares? There are options for that, which I'm going to go through with other videos that I'm going to do in the future. But look at that. Pretty damn good. No problems. You get a free battery. I think it's about 3,500 milliamp hours, which is pretty decent. Nitecore, good, seems to hold its charge. And then I'll come back just as I'm away from the camera here. I'll show you the different modes. So there's the red light. You probably can't see me very well, but then I'll show you the high CRI. Oops. There's the high CRI, so you can't really see much. I'll walk towards the camera. And then back to normal, which is a smooth reflector. Now, normally you would think, well, what's the point of a smooth reflector on a headlamp? But it allows you to push out quite decently, actually. Only problem with this one is it's more of a cool white light, but okay. I prefer neutral, but it's not the end of the world. Let's pick the camera up again. If I can find it in the dark. Right, so I'm fishing in the ammo dump pouch here, and I've found the H03 from Skilhunt. So here it is. Now that's on low, you can't really see it. What I liked about this light is, if you can get it on offer, it's pretty decent. But I'll turn it up a bit. There, you can start to see it. Beautiful TIR lens on that, nice diffuse light there. There's no beam artifacts or anything like that, which I really appreciated. I think it's one there, it's one higher, that's it. Beautiful light. Very, very thin, especially in comparison to the HL01, which is massive for no particular reason. Stretches out enough, even though it's only a TIR, but it works well. It's got a nice wide beam, diffuse light, very, very light, which is what you need on your head. You want a light that is light, because it's going to be on your head. You know, you don't want to get neck strain camping. Now, I think it's starting to rain, is it? I can hear some water over there. No, I think it's just water over there. Well, either that or a ghost, which is about to kill me. But I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of the dark. Anyway, so really like this one. Headband's okay, not bad. A little bit of battery rattle. Listen, I'll shake it. Hear that? A little bit of battery rattle, but as long as you're not, jogging on the spot, it's not really an issue. I'll walk away just so you can see what it looks like. So I'll put the camera down for a second. Right, let's have a look. So I'm going to walk away here. Hopefully I've got the camera in the right position. Let's just make some little adjustments here. There you go. So you can actually see what's going on. That's better. You might actually see what I'm doing now. So I'll walk away. And look, that's pretty good. It's not getting too hot. Nice TIR lens. That's on its maximum setting there, but it's not really getting hot. Look at that. Brilliant. Nice wide beam on the floor there, which you're going to get with a TIR anyway, but brilliant, brilliant stuff. And dead light and dead thin, which is what you want in a headlamp. I can't say enough good things about the H03. I really like it. There's a new one that's come out, but they didn't change enough for me to bother getting a new one, so I didn't bother. I might get a hold of it if Skilhunt send me a tester, because they did put me one of my last reviews for the H03 on the main page, so if you're watching this, Skilhunt, give us a freebie. Right then, so let's change again. So I'll just pick the camera up. Let's move that to the back pocket. That's it. Pop that in the back pocket there. Next light. Right, what have we got in the goodie bag here? Well, I can feel, now this feels like, let's have a feel here. Now, I think that's the SP40, which I highly rate. It is, yes. So let's get this turned on. Nice wide beam, look at that. Even if I move it away from the camera, watch. I take that up a notch. Look, it's covering to each side, you see? There's the extremity of the left of the beam. But if I move it to the middle, the beam's so wide the camera isn't even able to take it in. I would be able to take it in if I went on a wide angle lens, but I'm using a normal lens here. But look at that. Let's go down the water. Brilliant. For the price of this, Sofirn SP40, absolutely fantastic. So down in the water there, brilliant. Nice tint. Look at that. I mean, there are, you know, I don't like the flap on the back. The flap on the back's a little bit weak, but as long as you're not out in torrential downpours, it's probably not an issue, is it? So what I'll do is, I'll put the camera down and I'll walk away again. So hang on a sec. Let's move that up a little bit. Right, I'm going to walk away, so give me a few seconds. Right, here we go. So can you see how wide the beam is? I'll turn around, hang on. There, right, look, if I pull that back to head height, look how wide that is. Absolutely fantastic. For the price, I think this is a killer light. Pretty slimline, pretty light. Doesn't have a mag base, this one, but it's not the end of the world. Nice wide orange peel reflector which pushes out when you need to. I can't say enough good things, really fantastic. For the price, I mean, you can get this for like 20 to 30 bucks. I mean, come on, for that. For an 18650, that's pretty good. So let's pop that down. Let's change again before my battery runs out. So, God, it's muddy here. Right, get that in the back pocket. Okay, what have we got here? Right, I think this is the Olight I can feel in my hand here. So let's get that turned on. There you go. Now look at the tint on that. Now it might, if you compare it to what you've been looking at, it might also look brown, but it's not. It's just a really, really neutral tint. So let's walk along with it on. Now I've got it on low at the moment, but let's walk along a bit. Okay, so if you bear with me a few seconds, I'm just making some adjustments here so I can actually walk without falling over. Right, so let's go through the settings here. Now if you notice, when you change modes, it's quite quick. So if you hold it down, watch. Boom, 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 boom. See how quick that is? That's very quick compared to some of the competition. Not really an issue, but Okay, that's the lowest. As you can see, it's on there. Nice wide TIR lens, but just enough to walk with there, not much. Hold it and go to the next one, boom. That's about medium. Really nice tint though, I love this. In fact, I used this for camping just end of last year and it was spot on. And then we'll go up to the next one, boom. Look at that, beautiful. Pretty nice colour rendering index. Even though it's not in a chair or anything like that, it just looks pretty nice. Let's walk along a bit. Now, as you can see, the bulbs are coming up here on the right. Don't know whether they're daffodils or what, but look at that. And that's stretching way out, look over there. So if we go up another level, that's turbo. Bang, look at that. Now that's pretty decent. That's quite a distance that's stretching, even though that's a TIR lens. Let's walk forward a bit. What I'll do is, I'll put this down on a vantage point. Well, that will do. And then I'll aim it a bit. Let's aim it down here a bit. And then I'll walk towards there, so watch. I'll walk away. Look at that. Now, to be fair though, this is a lot more lumens than the other ones we've been looking at. The other ones are around, peak off at about 1,000 lumens, but this one, you're getting up to 2,000 lumens. So yes, you're gonna get a lot more light coming out. So it's not necessarily a fair comparison, but this just shows you the ability of this light. Fantastic. Isn't that brilliant? Just seen a squirrel run off there. So look at that, it's just lighting up the whole area, and beam is wide enough, it's a TIR, so it spreads out anyway, but brilliant. In fact, what I'll do is I'll swap to my last one. Let's get the camera. But I really like this one. I'll tell you another thing I like about it is it's got a magnetic head attachment, so it clips in and out quite easily, which I appreciate. So we'll turn that off, get that in the pocket, and hopefully it won't go off on turbo and burn my pants. Right, let's pick this up. Right, let's continue a bit. Now is the Armytek. Now it's got a bit of a complicated UI. So what you do is you press it once and you get low. Now can you see that's on there? Now that's low, and then you hold it, medium, high, low, medium, high, but that's in group 1. So we'll go through them. So that's low, you can't see a thing. Medium, can't really see the floor yet. High, you can just start to see the floor there. Can you see it there? Just a bit. And then for group 2, you need to turn it off and then double click. There's group 2, and group 2 has its sub modes, so 1, 2, 3. So there's low, so you can see it's on there. So that you can walk on that, no problem. I appreciate the really low lumen modes because sometimes you don't need loads of lumens. Let's go and have a look at the water. And then hold it again. So group 2, level 2, pretty good. And then you've got group 2, level 3. So pretty nice. And then interestingly, the highest mode, grouping, only has 2 modes. So if we turn that off, 1, 2, 3, this is the highest, but it only has 2. You see you've got a low and a high. So that's low there. Pretty nice, beautiful tint there. Really, really like that. So it's almost on par with the Olight. In fact, I would say it's very similar. It's not in a chair or anything, but it's really nice. But again, you can get about 2,000 lumens out of this. They quote 2,150, but maybe at least 2,000, and then hold it, bang, look at that, beautiful. In fact, I'll hold it to the side because my arm's getting a bit sore here. But look at that, beautiful. I really like this. One thing I do like, and I think a lot of other manufacturers are missing out on, is the fact that the headband has got a clip. You can just clip it in and out. You don't have to muck about with bands, and because some of these connection methods are poor, especially the rubber ring ones. It's a nuisance when you want to clip it in and out. I'm not a big fan of that. But look at that. That's illuminating that, no problem. In fact, I'll walk away, so I'll just pop this down for a second. Hopefully it won't fall over. Right, I'm going to walk over there and you see what it looks like. So I'll turn it off and then I'll turn it on. So that's off, and then 1, 2, 3, low, high. Right, so that's the highest. I've got it at head height so you can see. And look how that's illuminating the area. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. The only problem with the Armytek here is the price, unfortunately. The price is massive. But if you can get them on sale, you know, they do like a 40% off once a year, I would definitely go for that. The one thing I do like about these, obviously I don't like the price, but the thing I do like is the ruggedness. They've got like a 10-metre drop rate, and you can take them on a 10 metres of water. I mean, that's a way above and beyond what you're getting with the other lights. Massive difference, much, much better. But I really like this light, and again I've used this for camping and I really like it. This and the HC65 by Nitecore are some of my favourites. So what I'm going to do is, I think I've rabbled enough. So if you can let me know what you think of this video, I'll just give that another shot. In fact, I'm going to try the S11 again. If you can give me an indication of what you think of this video, because I was talking to someone, I think it was Taris or one of the subscribers, and he was saying he quite likes the ones where you just walk around and show the lights. Because not everyone wants to see me at a table talking about, you know, orange peel reflectors for 16 hours in a row. Let's put the S11 on. There's the S11. Look at that. So that's the lowest. And you've got a higher level there. Not bad. And look at that. Beautiful. I think this light doesn't get enough love there. Look at that. Beautiful. Obviously an orange peel reflector, so you've got some beam zones there. There's your spot in the middle. And then it terminates quite rapidly to the left and right. It could do with a slightly wider beam maybe, but it's kind of a hybrid thrower, even though it's an orange peel reflector. But you're getting plenty lumens out of this. But the lumens are creeping up with a lot of the lights. But like I say, if you can tell me what you think of this sort of video, and I'll maybe just do more, because I like coming out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not afraid of the dark. I couldn't care less. If there's anyone out here, I'll just beat them up. But I really like getting out and about in the fresh air, even when it's this cold. Look at that. So let me know what you think, and with that I'm off, so goodbye. In fact, I'm going to leave the camera there for fun, so good night. You can camp there all night. Bye bye. Look at this mud.